Welcome back, guys, to another Arsenal transfer news live show. We know the latest Arsenal transfer news going around today. Of course, as you all know, Raya has been officially announced. Going to go through his interview, just react to why he joined Arsenal and obviously what he said for his first interview. We're going to talk about a very interesting story that came out yesterday about Gabriel Magalhães on his way to Saudi Arabia, and if he does go, Arsenal got two defenders that they're looking to replace in Guehi and Laporte as well. So smash that button, people. Leave a full sound below, and let's get into the show today. Welcome back, guys, to another Arsenal transfer news show.
So Declan Rice has officially signed for Arsenal.
Plays in before the start of the season, pretty. If this deal gets done before the start. Alright, guys, so let's start with, of course, David Raya. Arsenal's have officially announced their full signing today, and that is in David Raya from Brentford. So we're going to react to his interview today. Raya couldn't say no. So let's get into this, people. Make sure you smash like buttons and all that stuff. Leave a comment down below. Really appreciate support as always. So yeah. After hearing of our interest in bringing him to the Emirates Stadium, David Raya revealed the opportunity to the move was a beautiful challenge that he felt he couldn't possibly turn down. The Spanish international goalkeeper has made a season-long loan switch from Brentford, where he's impressed Mikel Arteta over the past couple of seasons. And after speaking to Mikel Arteta, he believes the time is right for him to try and showcase his abilities on a bigger stage. He said, "I'm over the moon to be able to take this challenge in my career and make the step up." He said, after putting pen to paper, "I'm really excited to get going and see how the season ends up." I spoke to the boss, and he sent me the values of what Arsenal are all about. Hopefully that's win trophies. The way what the club is going, it's growing even more. So it's a beautiful challenge to take it, and I couldn't say no. I've seen Arsenal a lot for a lot of years, and since Mikel came, he's a massive difference to the style of play and to the club. The way the team plays out the back, being confident and taking possession to the other team is the main thing why I fit into the team. I mean, that's good to hear. At least he can play off the back. I'm going to try to and help as much as possible, but we'll see what happens. David will encounter one familiar face upon reporting to London currently each day in our goalkeeper coach, Inaki Kana, who worked with him. So he worked with David during their time together at the Bees. And our new shopstopper excited that the partnership is back together. So yeah, they got a nice reunion with his former goalkeeper coach. Having seen his game improve under Inaki's Teluge following the switch from Blackburn Rovers to Brentford in the summer 2019, he feels a familiarity will help him hit the ground running as he aims to quickly make an impression with his new teammates on and off the field. Inaki is very demanding, but he's a very good goalie coach. The 27-year-old reflected, "He's always onto you, but he wants you to be the best." I felt so much better when I started training with him in the space of 6 months. He changed my vision of goalkeeping and the way I play back up Blackburn to how I played at Brentford. He was the first one to change my mindset to see different aspects of goalkeeping. I can't wait to be out there training with the lads and getting that goalkeeper union going. That's a tight group that we're always going to get along and push each other. So that's going to be a healthy group, in my opinion. Just can't wait to see. I just can't wait to get going and meet the lads. Fair enough, Davids. One of the challenges is to get used to the style and the patterns, and to get to know the players as soon as possible. To get that bond from the beginning, knowing the players and staff. I think they're going to put me in the right direction, and I'll fit in straight away. So yeah, there he is, people. David Raya has joined us on a season-long loan, and as I said, my thoughts. I said when we were linked with him, we all thought it would be a permanent deal, but no. I think the deal in general is a loan deal. And I don't mind loan deals. Similar as how we did it with Odegaard, with Dani Ceballos. If it doesn't work out, there's not really any risk involved. It's only $3 million loan deal. So if it doesn't work out, we just send him back to Brentford happily. And if it does work out, we can buy him permanently, can't we? So I think he's a quality goalkeeper. I said had an excellent season last season, and I still sit by what I said about David Raya. You know, for me, last season he was a big part, big reason I should say why Brentford finished where they finished. I think they finished 9th or 10th, and he was a massive part of that. I thought, you know, if we had an excellent season for them last season, and I think it's a quality, good bit of competition for Ramsdale. It'd be interesting to see, you know. I mean, he is obviously in the squad now. He's ready. He's training now. Do we start him, guys? Question people in the chat. Do you start David Raya straight away against Crystal Palace on Monday? You know, do we start him Monday against Crystal Palace? Is it time to drop Ramsdale? I mean, I will stick with Ramsdale still because he hasn't really done anything that wrong, to be honest. But to be fair, against Nottingham Forest, I think you could tell that he knew Raya was coming in because he looked a bit shaky a few times in that game against Forest. But I still keep Ramsdale there for now. But yeah, look, the point is we've got two quality goalkeepers. And so I can't really remember, you know, the last time. Like, of course, we've had some quality goalkeepers over the past. We've had some absolutely horrendous goalkeepers in the past. But I don't really remember a time where you sit there and say we've got two quality goalkeepers we can rely on. You know, we can rotate both leagues. This is a good thing about it. You know, if you know we're going to be challenging, hopefully, and we need to compete in every competition. And people, I know I'm not saying we're going to win the quadruple, right? I'm saying at least compete in these competitions, yeah. So it's good that we can rotate this guy and Ramsdale in the Carabao Cup. We can rely on it as well because you go back to previous seasons, we was playing Runnison and Carl Hien in these games, and it just wasn't working out. So at least we've got a goalkeeper, and especially being Champions football as well. At least we've got a goalkeeper now that, or two goalkeepers that I believe are as good as each other. I don't know. I mean, could it be one of those ones where we see what happened with Leno? You know, when Leno was our number one choice goalkeeper, Arteta brought in Ramsdale. Ramsdale, we all thought was going to come in as a number two. You know, relegated every single club he's been at. So, but no, and then obviously he came in and took Leno's spot, and the rest is history after that. You know, Leno went to Fulham, as we know, doing really well there. Some fans wanted to keep Leno, but he went. And obviously Ramsdale's now still the number one to this day. So I don't know, guys. I think they'll just rotate with each other, you know, fairly often, you know. So I don't really see anyone being number one. And to be honest, I would say last season, David Raya was at least in the top three best goalkeepers, in my opinion, last season. Just the way how he did so well playing for Brentford. And look, nobody expected this. You know, nobody really expected Arsenal to go for no. I mean, if you look at any Arsenal fan before this window started, what's the main positions we need? Not one. I mean, well, not one I heard. Yeah, not one Arsenal fan that I heard say this. We need a goalkeeper. Nobody said that because we was happy with Ramsdale and even Matt Turner, who was actually decent to be honest, right? As a backup. So yeah, this still came out the blue, people. You know, it came out the blue, but now it has came out the blue. And although I don't think this should have been our main priority, I think there's other positions that we should prioritize on now. Look, the point is that we have got him, so and I think it's a good signing. So, David Raya, welcome to Arsenal, and guys, let me know your thoughts about him coming to Arsenal, and where do you see him coming in as, you know, backup goalkeeper, or do you think what I'll say, you know, there will be like, you know, there's good at each other, you can rely on both of them. So let me know your guys' thoughts on David Raya. But yeah, he has, of course, Arsenal officially announced their fourth signing. Will we hopefully not our last signing of the window? I still believe we need more signings to come through the door. So yeah, hopefully not the last signing of this window. Hopefully more to come. But yeah, that is Raya done, people. Then let me big up the chat quickly. We've got Ella's in the chat as always. How you doing, Ella? I'm very well, thank you. I hope you're doing well. Also, Gabriel. Yeah, I'm going to move on to Gabriel in a minute. Saudi Arabia are looking at Gabriel, and if Arsenal get rid of Gabriel, Saudi coming for big money for him. then our replacement for him will either be Marc Guehi from Crystal Palace and or Laporte from Man City. So yeah, big up to you, Ella, as always. Jordan's in the chat as well. How you doing, my friend? As always. Saudi's taking everyone, mate. Saudi's messing everyone up, innit? They want Salah and Allison. They won't go, mate. Don't worry about it. Stan's in the chat as always. Big up to Stan. Absolute raw one. Hope doing well, Stan. Steve is here. Saudi trying to stable your players. Own football. Yeah, Neymar's gone there as well, hasn't he? Neymar's gone there. My man Anthony, big up to you, man. Absolute legend. Big up TG. Got Timbers out for 6 months. But Kieran Tierney should step in and do a job. No, this is what I was saying yesterday. He's got to stay, Kieran Tierney. We've got to keep him now. But 9-9, it wouldn't surprise me if he gets rid of Kieran Tierney, which is most likely going to happen because Real Sociedad want him and Newcastle want him, right? And he'll get rid of Kieran Tierney, but then play Tavares, the Olympic sprinter. Like, no, we need to keep Tierney. Even if Timber was fit, we still should have kept Tierney, right? Because I just don't see Arteta play. I don't see Arteta rate Tierney. I don't understand why. Because he don't fit the Arteta system apparently. Like, come on, seriously, Tierney's class, bro. Tierney's quality. Man can defend. Yeah, that's the main thing. Your left back, he can defend as well. Zinchenko can't defend, let's be honest with it. So, and even he's very injury prone. I mean, well, not injury prone, but even he's carrying an injury, isn't he, Zinchenko? So, yeah, Timber's ACL, man, it's going to be a long time until we see him back. So I believe we have to go back in. If not, you keep Tierney. If not, you have to go back in the window and you have to go and sign another defender, in my opinion. We should get a backup for Saka, maybe a striker. Yeah, I still think we need more. I'm just hoping this ain't our last signing, man. I'm just hoping that we ain't gonna sit and be like, right, that's 4 signings. We've got Havertz, we've got Rice. We've got our 2 midfielders. We got our defender who's now injured in Timber and a goalkeeper. Like, we need more, man. We yeah, exactly. We definitely need it. For me, I've always said we needed a striker. For me, my first choice striker has always been Ivan Toney, but he's obviously banned at the moment, so I guess that one's gonna have to be waiting until January, hopefully. And yeah, definitely a backup to Saka, because where's Reece Nelson? No, honestly, Reece Nelson took the contract and he's walked. He took the money and he's walked. Like, where is? I didn't see him in pre-season. Is he injured or something? Like, so you can't rely on him to really back up Saka. Like, he's good off the bench, Reece Nelson, and he can change games. We saw it last season. But where is the guy? What's happening with Reece Nelson? So I definitely think, and obviously Pepe's gone now. Arsenal terminated his contract like years ago, mate. Like, he's training on his own in Ivory Coast at the moment. So yeah, we definitely need a backup winner, someone who can rely on. So because Saka is world class, but can he play every single game? There's always been a common theme with Saka where he sort of drops his form because he's getting over. He's playing every single game pretty much. So and I don't blame him for that. So yeah. We definitely need a right winger, a backup for Saka as well. So yeah. But yeah, we've got hello, my friend. Big up to you. Big up. Appreciate the fire emojis, man. Big up to you, my friend. Absolute legend. Clock Orange as well. Another real one. Big up all the real ones in the chat today as well, man. As always. But yeah, hope doing well today, Clock Orange. Absolute legend, mate. Sell Gabriel to Saudi for 100 million. Yeah, mate. Just that'd be class. And go and get Demond from is that you say Demond from Sporting? I've never heard of him, but I might check him out. Sporting Lisbon, yeah. Flaneza, that's not one that Arsenal will link to today. It obviously Kudus and a left centre mid. Now in Jan go and get a striker, and in Jan go and get Ivan Toney, bro. Come on. But yeah, no, yeah. What? So, mate, Saudi, they could, mate. You say 100 mil, they could actually do it for Gabriel, who is one of our main centre backs. They could actually do that, So, mate, and they will come. I mean, we're seeing so many players go Saudi. Would Gabriel want to go Saudi? I mean, for the money, of course he would. Let's be honest with it. Who wouldn't? So, if we get 100 mil, 100%, man. 100%. But yeah, Demon. I've never heard of Demon. I'm going to check that guy out. But yeah, of course, Flaneza, I've heard about. We all know about Kudus. West Ham still trying to get him. I don't know what Arsenal are doing. And obviously, yeah, like I said, left centre mid and Ivan Toney in January. Simple as that. Craig's in the chat as well. How you doing, Craig? Just big up, bro. Elise he's set for Chelsea talks. Yeah, I heard that, man. I heard that indeed, and he wants to go Chelsea as well. He does want to go Chelsea. I think Tierney and Arteta don't like each other. Sure, yeah, I think it's something like that, man. I really think it's something like that. Because if I was Tierney, I would be livid, and I'll tell you why. Right? Well, in that pre-season, you've got no. Well, this goes back long before pre-season. When you had that season when we bought Nuno Tavares, why was Nuno Tavares playing in front of Tierney, mate? Pretty much every single game. Do you remember that season, people? Yeah, when we finished fifth, Nuno Tavares was above Tierney when we didn't have Zinchenko there. Why? So that alone, Tierney was livid. Yeah. Then you go and then Arteta get Zinchenko in, and Tierney's like, "Oh man, I've lost my spot." So then Tierney works really hard, mate. You clearly saw when he actually got his chance in Europa League, he scored a banner against Zurich, if you guys remember. And we were all like, "Yeah, Tierney deserves a start," but he never got his start. Right? He was always on the bench after that. So at the end of the day, right, and then also you go to this season, this pre-season, I feel bad for Tierney. When you got Kiwa, who's not even a left back, who's a centre back playing in his position, when you got Tomiyasu, who's a right back playing in his position, Tierney must be fuming. Tierney must be, what have I done so wrong? You know, like, which is why it wouldn't surprise me if Arteta was being off Tierney and to bring in the Olympic sprinter back. Yeah, the Olympic sprinter, Nuno Tavares, who he took off against Nottingham Forest the first 20 minutes and still continued to play. I'm like, what? I'm sorry, guys. Like, look, I know I'm moaning and ranting. Yeah, it's just because we're gonna sell Kieran Tierney. Like, why? Tierney is quality, people. Yeah, Tierney is a leader, number one. Yeah, like Zinchenko, everyone talks about. Tierney's also a leader. Tierney won everything for Celtic. I know it's the Scottish League, but he won everything for Celtic. Yeah, he can defend. That's the main thing. He can defend. He can go up. He can overlap. He can cross the ball properly, right? But no, he don't fit into Arteta's system. Just like if I was Tierney, I'll leave. Simple as that. Yeah, Usman Demon. I'm gonna check him out. I'm gonna check him out after I've gone through all the news, man. But yeah, I will remember the name, bro. Big up to Millie as well. How you doing today? Hope you're doing well as always. What's your thoughts, Millie, on Gabriel leaving to Saudi? You know, if it's 100 mil, do we take it? Of course we do. But I don't know. I don't think he'll leave. I don't think he'll leave. But I'm very well, thank you. Hope you're doing well as always. Saudi is messing up your club. Big up. They'll be taking Klopp. And you know, he just clearly doesn't. Honestly, they might have had a falling out. I don't know what it is. I don't know. Maybe he's not training well enough in training. I have no idea. But he must be livid when he's got Kiwa, who's a centre back playing left back. Tomiyasu's a right back playing left back. You know, Timber's a right back playing left back slash centre back slash CDM. Like, he must be livid. You know, he must be livid. Tini was used majority for the season while we came fifth. Him and Patty got injured and we lost the ball. Well, was that why Tavares was playing in front of him then? Because I'm trying to remember. Because I remember Tavares against Nottingham Forest, yeah, got hooked off in the first 20 minutes. And then we brought on Tierney. But then Arteta kept playing Tavares because he scored against Man United, I remember, Tavares. And he played for the rest of the season. I swear he did, man. Against West Ham, Tavares played, I swear. Like, I can't even remember, but yeah. Arteta's a tool sometimes. It's just sometimes, man. It's just sometimes. You know, it's like, look, fair play for getting us in a title challenge last season. And look, you know me, I'm not Arteta's biggest fan, but I said fair play. I hold my hands up to Arteta. You know, you got in a title challenge, fair enough, mate. But let's deliver a trophy next season, people. You know what I mean? He's got to deliver a trophy next season. We've got to be successful next season. Simple as that. Simple as that. Yeah, Gabriel's not leaving. Fuck that. He's not going. Nah, yeah, I don't think he's going. I just think it's a bunch of rumours again, isn't it? Josh, don't you think we would not be questioning so many decisions by Teta if he had won the league last season? No, yeah, it's a good point, man. Yeah, a good point, but I don't know, man. It's like, look, with this manager, he just does these certain things. Like you saw it with. He has his favourites, in my opinion. Right? People may disagree, but he has his favourites, in my opinion, because what a scene he done so wrong to not. I mean, look. Who knows? Maybe Arteta will sit here and be like, Timber's out, Sinchenko's still injured against Crystal Palace. He'll go with Tierney. I'll be fair play, man. Yes, Arteta knows ball. But yeah, I just feel like he's got his favourites, Clock Orange, man. I really do. But yeah, bro, I got like last season still. We was 93. I can't believe it. We was 93% above them, above Man City, yeah, and we just capitulated, bro. So this is why he's under a lot of pressure this season. He set himself the standard, yeah, of challenging for the league title. Now he's got. If he goes below it, then people got to, question needs to be asked because at the end of the day, right, you got to challenge for the league title again this season, right? You got to win trophies this season. So why we get rid of one of our best centre backs doesn't make sense. If Arteta lets him go, he's more dumb than what I think he is. Well, yeah, this is the thing, yeah. Like, and his replacement is going to be Marc Guehi or Laporte. I mean, come on. If we were to sell Gabriel, then surely you can get a better replacement than them two players. Like, no disrespect to those two players, yeah, because I think Marc Guehi is actually a decent centre back. But come on, to replace him with Gabriel, nah, not for me. We need we can go out there and get another top quality centre back if we were to get rid of Gabriel. Um, but yeah, Alisson is going to reunite with Sadio Mane at El Nassr. He won't go to Jordan. He can't do. Then who's going to be a goalkeeper? Like you're gonna play Kelly. Anyway, guys, let's talk about the Gabriel news. Let's talk about the Gabriel news, people, because Gabriel. This came out yesterday. Many reports going about this today as well. Gabriel is the latest big name to be targeted for a big money move to Saudi Arabia. Gunners are aware of the interest, but it remains to be seen whether they will be open to selling. Arteta will target Mark Gay. How should you pronounce his name? Is it Guehi or Gay? Mark Gay, I think, and Emerick Laporte if Gabriel were to leave. So yeah, look, Saudi Arabia, they're obviously back in. Welcome back to Saudi Arabia because they always got them. I don't know what's going on. Like Saudi Arabia, I thought would be the just like a little bit like China. Do you remember when China was sending all the players? They get like Oscar from Chelsea. They're signing all those players, and then they sort of slow down a little bit now. I thought it'd be similar to that, but Saudi are going for everyone, bro. They're going for like Neymar's gone there, Mahrez has gone there, Firmino's gone there. Like there's a whole list. Benzema, obviously Ronaldo was the first actually big name to really go there. Let's be honest with it. But yeah, sadly again, everyone's solo. Of course, I'm not surprised by this news. Now they want Gabriel. I don't think Gabriel would leave though, especially because Saudi Arabia. And I get money talks, and I know they'll offer quite a lot of money. Um, but it says a big money move to Saudi Arabia, yeah, but it doesn't say the club. Like, what Saudi club is it? Like, why don't they just tell us the name of the club? I just don't know why. They say Saudi Arabia and they say a big club's in for him, but like, what big club in Saudi Arabia is in for him? Like, let's just know the team in it. What if Steven Gerrard's team's in for him? Like, but yeah, look, the point is for me, of course, if an offer comes in for from Saudi Arabia about, I don't know, you see how much people go for wages, he'll probably take it. You know how much they pay in Saudi. Um, Price tag as well. It's just for me, if we was to get rid of Gabriel, because I actually rate Gabriel, I think there's times where he can be Gabriel. Guys, why does this happen every single stream? People knock on my door every single stream. I'll be back. Smash that buttons up, people. Why are people knocking on my door every single time, man? Who is it now? Mate, every single time people knock on my door, it's crazy, man. It's honestly crazy. It's like it's guys, guess what it was? It's Amazon again, mate. Yeah, it was Amazon again, and it wasn't even for me. So anyway, right, where was we? Yeah, the replacements were Marc Guehi from Crystal Palace. I actually think he's a good player. No, I'll talk about Gabriel first. Gabriel was look, I actually rate Gabriel. I think he's well. Start of last season, we saw him making mistake after mistake after mistake. You know, let's be honest with it. And then obviously after the World Cup, he I thought was really really good after the World Cup. I thought he was class after the World Cup, to be honest. And yeah, and look, so in terms of replacements for Gabriel, obviously you've got Marc Guehi, who from Crystal Palace. I think he's all right, but is he better than Gabriel? No. I think if we were to sell Gabriel, we can get a much better centre back, a world class centre back. Someone like maybe if Gabriel was to leave to Saudi and we get the money, of course, maybe go to Barcelona and get Araujo, whatever his name is, from obviously Uruguay. You guys know what I mean, or you got Araujo, you got Jules Koundé as well. Like I'm a big fan of those two. They can both play centre back in it, and they can both play right back as well. So we can easily go and get someone like that if Gabriel were to leave. But Laporte, as I said about Laporte, but I think I spoke about him before. He's all right. Again, just not feeling Laporte. I'm feeling someone like Araujo or Koundé to come in if Gabriel were to, was to end up leaving. Which again, I don't see this happening. I think this is rumors. I mean, we saw the Saudi news with Partey as well, which came out a few months ago. That never really. I mean, Partey wasn't interested to go into Saudi Arabia. Partey was interested to stay in Europe, and I think Juventus wanted Partey as well, but they couldn't agree a fee or whatever. See, this is with Saudi, yeah. The fee wouldn't be an issue. They'll give us a lot of money for Gabriel. It'll just be the personal terms, isn't it? Do I think Gabriel will want to go to Saudi Arabia? Probably not. I don't see him leaving. To be honest, I think we should keep him because for this season, because I think, as I said, he does have that little lapse of concentration in him sometimes where he does. I mean, he's got mistake in him, but 9 times out of 10, he's pretty solid, and he has a very good partnership with William Saliba. So yeah, if he was to go, guys, let me know who you would replace him with. In terms of centre back wise, I named two. I said Jules, both from Barcelona. I said Jules Koundé or Araujo. Or Araujo, I have to pronounce his name, the guy from Uruguay. But I'm sure there's other centre backs who are actually world class. I mean, we could have. I was always a big fan of Kim Min Jae from Napoli. Obviously, he's gone Bayern Munich now, but I was always a big fan of him. I thought he was pretty quality. So yeah, let me know, guys, who you would replace Gabriel Magalhães with. And yeah, as I said, Marc Guehi, I think he's good. I'll take Marc Guehi if we keep Gabriel. Yeah, you know what? I think Marc Guehi or Laporte would be great squad depth in that area, but not as a replacement for Gabriel, in my opinion. So this is by John Cross Mirror, mate. John Cross Mirror. I've never. I mean, yeah, the mirror is the mirror, in it. It's one of those you take with a pinch of salt in it. It's paper talk, you could say, in it. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. I'm gonna search this guy up. Ousmane Demond. Ousmane Demond. All right, I'm gonna see the Sky Clock Orange, man. Let's see Ousmane Demond. All right, Ousmane. From Ivory Coast, who's a centre back. He plays as a centre back, yeah. I think I got the right guy. Ousmane Demond is an Ivory Coast centre back who plays for Sporting Lisbon. Sporting Lisbon. Man United are interested in Demond at the moment. Ousmane Demond, people. One sec. Sorry about that, guys. 19 years of age, man. 19 years of age. I'm gonna have to watch a few. I'm gonna have to watch a few comps of him, mate. You know what I mean? So I've never seen the guy play. I've never seen the guy play, but he's a centre back. He is a centre back, and obviously Flaneza. I've heard a lot about Ivan Flaneza from Raya Valladolid. He's really highly rated. I thought he was going to go Dortmund, but I think that deal fell through. So yeah, I mean, I think he's another one that Arsenal were interested in as well today. Let me have a look. Ivan Flaneza, yeah. Arsenal will link with him again today, man. So because as soon as Tim was getting injured, we've been linked with all these right backs now and all that. So Ivan Flaneza linked with Arsenal again today. We was meant to get this guy in January, by the way. I thought the deal would be done January, but it never got done. It's all Arsenal still looking at this player. But guys, if anyone's coming in about Mohamed Kudus, I think Kudus is still the same news, people. It's still the same news that, yeah, West Ham want him. West Ham still want Mohamed Kudus. Right, let me have a look. Yeah, man. If Paqueta leaves, West Ham will go for Kudus. There's still no news about Arsenal going in. We need going for this guy. What's taking so long, people? Yeah, it's taking so long. I don't understand it. I hope Gabriel says at Arsenal. Yeah, so do I. So do I, to be honest. But I mean, if you get an offer that you can't refuse from Saudi, then you got to take it. It's fake. Gabriel isn't going in anywhere. Probably fake news, man. It's from the mirror, innit? It's from the mirror, so probably Rory. Yeah, Usman Dembon. Yes, man. So look, people, that is all news today. So it's a pretty short one today because it's literally like this Gabriel. That's it today, really. And obviously, because we just announced Raya today, I did go through his interview at the start of the stream. So go and check that out, people. And yeah, we are out of here, people. We're out of here. Take care, everyone. Will I be back? What's day today? Tuesday. I'll be back. I might be back with a video later today. I'm trying to think. Probably. There's no football. There's football tomorrow, isn't there? It's a Super Cup between Sevilla and Man City. So yeah, I'll probably do like a watch song for that Super Cup game. And yeah, of course we're back here. So guys, I usually do this at the in the like 12:30, don't I? 1 p.m. But I had to go gym today, so I couldn't. But yeah, anyway. We're out of here, people. Take care, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your Tuesdays. And yeah, let me know everything down below. Big up for the sport as well. We're on the road to 6K subscribers. The sport's been crazy recently. So thank you guys so much as always. You're all real ones and legends. So yeah, take care, everyone. And I'll see you guys in the next stream very, very soon. Bye for now, people. Ciao.